live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Water Hole Wednesday with Horse and Rhino. I'm Rhino. Horse is right there.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Oh, yeah. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday night. Had a great weekend, middle of the week. We are so excited to bring you some content. We have no idea what it's going to be because we don't actually talk about the content beforehand. But Horse, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, Rhino. How are you doing? So here's the thing. I'm not ready for any of this. In fact, I don't know why I'm even on here because this is going to be winging it.
Yeah, I mean, well, you also have had a few things happen. We'll keep it.
Yeah, I've dealt with 36 hours of food poisoning.
Yeah,
I feel better today. In fact, my appetite came back today, and I'm like, oh man, I'm back. So I went to Jack in the Box and bought some tacos, and then my stomach's like, what the fuck, dude? You just yeah. So my stomach's like going gurgle, gurgle. It wasn't ready for maybe oatmeal or applesauce would have been better, but here I am. Here the bleep I am.
Here the bleep I am. I'm gonna go Fabian, and this is a secret. Nobody else listening. What the hell is the meat in those tacos?
You know what? I think the Purina cat chow and the 9 lives that passed expiration date. They sell it to allegedly, so I don't get sued, sell it to, Jack in the Box. And they're like, oh, okay, back up the truck, shovel it in. I don't know what it is. It tastes good. And if that's what 9 lives tastes like, maybe I can cut out the middleman and just make some 9 lives tacos at home whenever I want. Put some Velveeta in there and drop it in the fryer. Fry that up.
So because you've been dealing with this, and I'm going to put you on the spot, and you're probably not going to want to think about this. What sauces do you use on your Jack in the Box
tacos? Nothing, because they put some sauce in there. There's some sauce.
You got to add something to it.
Not Jack in the Box, so they're already pre-sauced. If I go to, we've got a local place here that's the next step up from Taco Bell. So it's called Victoricos or Muchos Gracias. There's 2 of them.
Muchos Gracias?
Yes. And then Victoricos split off from them. They're both customers of mine, so I don't play favorites. But anyway, I get salsa verde for those.
Okay.
The green
guy
stuff.
Are you a spicy guy? You like
No. The older I get, the less spice I can handle.
Interesting.
I used to go hot as a kid. Man, hotter better. And now it's like no. My stomach will kick my ass.
We have more hot sauces in this house than we do food. My wife puts hot sauce on
That's cool.
Everything.
You said you couldn't find sriracha for a while because there was a sriracha shortage.
Yeah, we've got the knockoff sriracha right now. That's actually the funny one. But when it comes to the Mexican hot sauces, we've got Cholula, we've got Tapatio, we've got 4 or 5 that her grandma makes everywhere. So
that's good. I like it. Hot sauce is good as long as it's not hot.
Absolutely.
I just want the sauce.
Let's recap. I know you've been kind of off for a little bit. Grant Napier on the Woodscopes on Friday. Great job, guys. That was a really, really good conversation.
Dude, that was a good show. That was that reminded me of the old peak Woodscopes days when he had Rome on and he would have Michael Franzese. He would have Jeff Passan. I mean, that was right out of the golden era. So I think the golden era of Woodscopes is back.
It's back. If you don't like that, you don't like the Woodscopes. Oh, boy.
Live. We'll do it live.
I had to do it.
I love it. It's good.
Anyways, brother. All right. So I know you have a story that you've
looked up. So usually my story is right here so I can look at it in the camera. But like I said, I got this afternoon I was going to try to crunch and get everything done that I was supposed to get done while I was sitting near the toilet. Not on, near, like,
Wait,
you know,
the
yeah,
toilet or the
yeah,
trash
yeah,
can?
yeah, oh,
Which one?
yeah, exactly. So, or sleeping on the couch with the big barf bowl. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and by the way, I got sick from my own cooking that sat in the fridge, like you probably should have thrown it out at 4 days. I think it went 7 because I lost track and then I ate it. And then I realized, oh, shoot, I think I made that like a week and 1 day ago. That's not good. Yeah. After I got sick, I realized what I did. So, anyway, my own cooking killed me or could have killed me. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to have to wing this a little bit. I have my stories picked. I just have not moved them to where they need to be. So basically, and we're going to paraphrase, I'm not going to read these articles anymore. I think the new going forward is I'm going to read the articles and I'm going to put little notes because me reading an article isn't very good. However, I'm not ready for that. So you're going to get one more episode of reading notes. So this woman,
Hey.
yeah, I know. Where's the headline? Woman mortified as dad mistakes bra cups for bowls and serves food in them. I mean, who doesn't like this? In fact,
Bra
I can
cups?
let everyone read along with me. Let me see. Where's our screen? Oops. Hold up. Technical issue here. Stalling here. I knew this was going to happen
Hey,
tonight.
bra cups?
There we go. Oh, come on. There it is. All right. So let me there we go. Bra cups. Yes. I'll show you a picture. A woman has shared her embarrassment after her dad mistook the padded cups. I didn't know how this could happen until I saw the picture. So they must have like plastic inserts. Because if they're bra cups, I mean, they look like bra cups, but not these. I could see why he did this. Padded cups for snack bowls. A mistake that came to light after dad used them to serve food for the family to enjoy. It's fair to say that some men don't always understand the complexity of women's clothing and accessories. No, I do not. I get the main stuff, but some of that other stuff, I don't want to know. Just make it happen, look beautiful, and I don't want to know how that works. So, yeah, she used everything from underwear to bathing suits, and the padding works as shapewear and prevents swimsuits from going see-through when the wearer takes to water. That's what these are divided. So they're like automatic censoring devices. They can also be used as snack bowls, or so one father mistakenly believed. Much to his daughter's embarrassment, a woman has delighted people online after her dad reportedly, there's pictures by the way, served her family food using her bathing suit's padded cups on a recent holiday. And this is from the Mirror, so holiday over there means vacation. Not realizing their real purpose, and she shared a photo of the mishap. OMG, she posted online. My dad found my bathing suit pads drying. Sorry. She was dying. Drying and thought they were little bowls. So here it is. This is what they look like. Those little purpley things right there. So he served some pretzels, got the glasses of wine there, and they were her bra cups from her swimsuit. There you go. Look at that. Look at that.
So if you are her, are you going to say anything? Number one. And number two, are you going to eat out of them?
I mean, if they're your bra cups, what would eating them out of? Yeah, I mean, it's part of you, right? I would be more worried, like, and I've heard these stories too, where someone goes in and gets the breast milk instead of the milk, and how that can happen, I don't know. What containers are you storing the breast milk in? But I've heard these stories before. Let's see. Is there any more to add? And there's two. Oh, this is the good part that I'm trying to get rid of, where I just go for this actually happened on our family vacation last week. If you met my dad, you'd understand, and viewers could not stop laughing after watching the clip. Apparently there's a viral video. I do not have that because I wasn't prepared. Wait, we got every interaction with Rit. Be sure to tell him to go on Woodscopes. So that's from Jim in Indiana. There are two live channels open, Waterhole and his channel. Yes, someone must have asked. Shit, I can't scroll back on the mix chat. That's the The chat is ready to display. That was already up there. And then, do you think David Carradine has a tic-tac-toe or hangman guy? Thanks, Drew Vaz, for that one. Do you think David Carradine was a tic-tac-toe guy or a hangman guy?
I'm gonna go tic-tac-toe.
I don't know. Hangman.
I don't even know.
Maybe hangman.
So yeah, that's a good one.
I get the hangman reference, not the tic-tac-toe reference. All right. That's all I got for that story.
That's really, really awkward.
Awkward?
Okay. So who does the laundry in your house?
We do our own laundry. I do my laundry and she does her laundry.
Okay, so you separate it.
Yep.
So we don't do that. I have like
my wife and I aren't separated. We just separate the laundry. No.
Yeah.
Wife number 3 is still with me. I get a little gun shy when someone says the word separate and wife. It's happened twice before.
Like 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
All right.
My wife's rules for laundry change every single week. Like this needs to go in a bag. This needs to be air dried. You need to use the mixture of these detergents. You need to do that. But I bring this up because have you ever tried to fold a thong?
Well, I separate my laundry and I do not wear one, so no, I have not. Don't they? So my underwear I get it and throw it in a drawer. You fold thongs?
No, I'm talking about my thongs. Just kidding. No, but like, if I have to fold the laundry,
Are you nuts?
Trying to figure out the way to fold it, how it works. Like, I don't get, and don't get me wrong, great blessing, awesome to see, love them. However, they are like $30 for like this much freaking threads and cotton, whatever you're using. It's not cotton, it's Victoria's Secret's gift that keeps on giving. But folding those things and trying to do that stuff, I can fold my son's clothes in 5 minutes. If I'm doing Jen stuff, give me an hour. Easy. Excuse me, Jen.
Yes. Well, first of all, the $30 for the little piece of material, my wife calls that the pink tax. So when a woman gets her hair cut and a man gets her hair cut, even at the same place, the woman pays more. Her clothes cost more. Anything to do with, So, and she's not wrong because I see it everywhere where, it's a woman's item. Cha-ching! Let's mark it up. So,
yep.
That is the pink tax. If that was a male thong, then it would probably be $15.
So. Here you horse. So now we're talking about Victoria's Secrets and whatever. But have you ever been in that awkward situation where your wife wants you to come into the changing
I'm reading
room?
the chat. I'm not laughing at what you're saying.
Understand.
Sorry.
Have you ever been in that situation, especially a store like that may have undergarments, where your wife's like, "Oh, come in. Let me see. Don't get me wrong. We want to see." But going in a store like that, it's like,
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I've mentioned it. By the way, Drew Vaz. Yes, I got the joke. Maybe he didn't get the joke, but I did. And I'm not going to read what you said about it. Yes, I know. It was in the closet. Yep. I got it. All right. We're still talking about David Carradine and how he passed away.
Okay, who the hell's David Carradine? Just
oh God, dude. I literally said I'm in this generation, and you're like, I'm not that far out. If you don't know who David Carradine if you don't know who David Carradine is, that proves my point. He was Kung Fu. The TV show. It was a Western based on martial arts. David Carradine.
Did you just say a Western based on martial arts?
Yes, it is a Western. It takes place in the United States Old West. David Carradine came from overseas to find his brother, who is lost, and he ends up doing karate on all these cowboys and Indians. Yeah. Okay. Kung Fu.
Okay.
And if you
So-
watched Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, that was actually Bruce's idea for a show, and Hollywood basically pushed him out because they wanted a white actor to play the Asian character in the TV show. So he actually was going to do that part, and they said, yeah, thanks for the idea. We're going to go hire this white guy.
Interesting. All right. Well, what are horse and
Have you ever heard the restaurants? You will learn grasshopper. When people say grasshopper, it's from that show.
Yes. Oh, I thought it was from the other one with Mr. Miyagi.
No. Well, he may use it, but it's a reference to that TV show.
Okay, gotcha. So speaking of shows, what are Horse and Mrs. Horse hooked on right now?
We are 3 episodes behind House of the Dragon, and of course, if I say that, that means the chat will spoil it because they're mean. And we are caught up on Lord of the Rings, the Power of the Ring or whatever. That's on Prime. Last episode of that show, season 1, will be on Friday.
Nice.
That's it. You're watching House of the Dragon.
We are.
But you did not watch Game of Thrones. Your wife made you watch it.
She did not make me watch the entire thing, but I've seen episodes here and there.
Game of Thrones is awesome.
Yeah, we're watching the one right now. It's actually pretty good, and I can't wait for you to see what happens on tonight or Sunday night's episodes when.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm 3 episodes behind. I am not a TV watcher. She watches a lot of Netflix, so that's her. What I do is work on shows and shit. So I'm always in the office. I'm usually watching. The only TV I watch that's not a show is I watch sports. But I will. It's like we watched Ben Kenobi, and I was like, love Star Wars. I was 7 years old when it came out. Everything Star Wars. Not a fan of the new Star Wars stuff. So Ben Kenobi it was good. It's like, but and then she's watching the new Star Wars, the Andor or whatever that new one is.
Do you ever go back and rewatch an entire series?
We have watched Game of Thrones 3 times because what we were doing, we were watching the old. When they had the new season come out, we would watch all the old ones up until that point. So we've watched those probably 3 times through. They're really good, dude. I just love it. Good stuff, man.
I'll have to go back and watch. Yeah, we for whatever reason, one that we love. Have you ever seen Dexter?
I heard it's excellent. It's the premise is a serial killer that kills serial killers.
Exactly.
I have not seen it.
The police.
She hated Silence of the Lambs, so I know she's not watching that. She just creeped out.
She's not a scary person?
She's not horror movies, and then she doesn't like that. Here's the funny thing about Silence of the Lambs.
Why are we laughing about somebody
she'll kill me she'll kill me but I've put this on other shows. I've said this during the DJ show, so I've said it before, but I cannot quote that movie or she screams at me. If I go, the fava beans, and fava beans, and a nice Chianti, she gets, yes, I told you. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah,
hello, Clarice.
Everybody has that thing with their wife where it's like, there's one quote they don't want to hear. Or there's something, that's not going to piss them off, but it's going to bug them in a funny way.
Yeah.
And that's a good one. So,
actually, hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again. Here's the nerd thing. I can't say that either. That is never mentioned in the movie Silence of the Lambs. That is a recreation in the movie The Cable Guy, where Jim Carrey takes the chicken skin off his chicken and puts it on his face to recreate that mask, and then goes, hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again. So it's never even in the movie. So that's a Cable Guy, but I'm not allowed to reference that either. So
fair enough.
Everything you didn't want to know about the Cable Guy.
I don't have any stories. Like Horse said, we're kind of winging it tonight, and we're happy to have you here on the Wednesday Water Hole. And shoot, I don't know if I'm going to go to the water cooler at work, what I'm going to say, and things come up. What's a normal thing people do on the weekends, Horse? We've
talk about the Raiders sucking.
Minus
at the water cooler. Oh, minus sports. I don't know.
Popcorn.
It better not be politics. I'll fucking take the water cooler and slam it over their head. I don't care which side of politics they're on. I don't want to hear it. Yeah.
Popcorn.
Talk
Raisinets,
about the boss screwing them. I should be making more
Boss
money.
screws you?
I do all the work in here, and I get half the money the boss does. It's bullshit.
Goodness. Okay. Where's a place where you go and you have to choose whether you want extra butter or no butter on your popcorn?
Movie theater.
Okay.
That's the only place, right?
Yes. Movies. A lot of people at the
yeah.
water bowl and the water cooler talk about movies. So I'm going to throw a couple names at you, and I want you to name your favorite and or first movie that comes to mind when I say the name. First one, Will Ferrell.
Dude, I saw this in Twitter the other day. I don't like Will Ferrell movies.
What?
I mean, look, if you want to go with Wedding Crashers, I don't think he's in it that much. Wedding Crashers is pretty good. But I am not. Look, I liked him on Saturday Night Live a lot. But his shtick in movies, it's like a Saturday Night skit that should be like 7 minutes. And they stretch it out for 2 hours, and it's like, it's not funny. I mean, I liked Zoolander. He was in that, and he was the bad guy. Zoolander 2 was horrible. But, So anyway, I'm not a Will Ferrell guy. I haven't seen, I'd say 90% of his movies I haven't seen because I'm not a fan. So I haven't seen the racing one. I haven't seen the where he's ice skating with the dude from that other Napoleon Dynamite. I haven't seen a lot. Land of the Lost I haven't seen. Huh?
I said you can pass that one. That one's not worth watching. Blades of Glory. I think
okay. Yeah. So next,
Vince Vaughn.
Wedding Crash. I mean, no. He. You know what? Of course, he's not the main character, but Mr. and Mrs. Smith was great. And he almost blew his mom away. He's like, "Mom, I almost blew you away. Don't be doing that." That was funny.
Hey, can you hold on really quick?
Yep.
Ma! Meatloaf! Sorry about that.
I forget what movie that's from.
That's from the wedding.
That's Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
No, Wedding Crashers.
Oh, Wedding Crashers. Got it.
Yeah.
I always forget.
These guys, they run in a group. And they've got something that's just, to me, charismatic. You've got to, you know what, do me a favor. When I met my wife, I told her, like, literally, you need to watch this movie. This is a prerequisite. And I'm one of those weirdos where, I allot amount of meals for her a day. Just fucking kidding. But I'm not kidding about this. I'm like, you got to watch this movie. And that was Old School. Old School is, to me, one of the best movies ever made. Great cast,
Since we're on the topic, I can reveal, even though this was said in private, you've never seen Beverly Hills Cop.
I have not.
Dude, you got to see it, man. Eddie Murphy in his prime. I don't know. It might be dated now. You got to see
Eddie
Beverly
Murphy,
Hills Cop.
Eddie Murphy used to live 15 minutes down the street from us here in Sacramento.
What you talking about, Willis? Eddie Murphy lived in Sacramento?
Yeah. He had a house here on the lake in Sacramento.
What year?
It was probably 19, I want to say like 79, 80. You can look it up. He lived here in Sacramento. He had a big house here.
My aunt in Sacramento lived across the street from Larry Linville, and if you don't know that name, he was Frank Burns in the MASH TV series. And they used to play and, go.
Nice.
As kids. Yeah, well, there it is. All these Sacramento folks.
Yeah, good old Sacramento, right? We're not a cow town. Unwar Riverside.
Oh, you are a cow town, but
we're really not, man.
Yeah, you're a cow town. I grew up there. It's a cow town.
It was a cow town when you grew up here.
It's still cow town. It's got lipstick on a pig, lipstick on a cow.
So permission to go private really quick. Nothing too private. Not like your.
Are you asking a question, or are you going to give them like my whatever?
I was gonna give him your address. No, just kidding.
My social.
Jen and I were coming back from something, and Horace was on, and we were all talking, and she had no idea that he grew up in the same town as me. And you and I, until we met, had no idea that we grew up in the same town. And she goes, "What school did he go to?" And I'm like, I told her, and she's like, "What? That's where Liam went." And it was, I shouldn't have said my son's name. Anyways, it was really funny. She had no clue, but yeah, like Horace, like I wonder if our paths have ever crossed. Think about it.
It's possible because I've gone back to see family. It's possible.
Okay. All right.
But here's a weird one that no one will give a flying bleep about. But this is how weird. Portland's a big place. Portland, Oregon. Population here in the suburbs like 2.8 million or whatever. So my dad worked downtown at AAA, the automobile club or whatever the hell that is. He was in sales. And I used to go down and see him all the time. And this was like 20 years ago. My wife worked in that office for a little while my dad was working there. So she knew him.
Hey.
And yeah, but in all that time, I don't remember if I ever bumped into her or whatever. And we didn't meet. She had already left that place for like 15 years before we met. So literally we were in the same building. That's one of those movies, like the sliding door, one of those Fate movies where like they keep missing each other just barely. And then they finally bump into each other at the beach or something because the dogs wrap around their legs in the leashes. And that's really weird. So, but yeah, I've been down in your area as late or as recent as 12 years ago, I think 11 years ago. So yeah,
Very cool.
It's possible.
Very cool. It's a different place now. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, dude, that town I grew up in doesn't resemble the town. I mean, when I lived down there, when we got a McDonald's, it was like a parade because it was the first thing that was like a national thing. Wasn't Bob's Burger Barn or whatever. So yeah,
right.
They had a parade.
Hey, you remember Pizza Barn though?
Yes, Pizza Barn.
Pizza Barn.
Pizza Barn.
That is now, and I think I already told you, which you'll recognize the company, a Dutch Brothers.
Oh shit! I wonder if people are like just glazed over. We're really making this niche. Let me get to a story. Let me do a story.
Let's transition.
Yes. Right. And if you're watching this on replay, just skip the last 15 minutes. I know that you've taken 15 minutes to get to this point, and you're like, well, why didn't you I didn't know we were going to go 15 minutes like that. Anyway. Yeah. Train wreck. Saturday. Anticipated train wreck. Where you've got 4 people fumbling around instead of just 2 to try to come up with interesting shit. And then DJ Hot Horse on, HollywoodRejects.com. Right there. Not there. That's haunted. Those are our Twitter handles. I made a change. We got Twitter handles now on our screen. HollywoodRejects.com. Check the calendar. DJ Hot Horse Friday. Anticipated train wreck with Headstrom Bacon Pull Dock. Myself and the 12 Wood. Notice I put 12 Wood last. Okay. My wedding sister-in-law is uninviting me from the wedding. Whoa, she must have like really effed up. Sister-in-law, future sister-in-law, is uninviting me from the wedding. So she's marrying the brother. She must have done something really bad. I mean, if you're going to get uninvited from your brother's wedding. So what horrible, horrible thing did she do? Because I won't give her my Instagram name. So she's uninvited from the wedding. So here's the synopsis of this. First of all, I'll read a little bit of there. It's no secret that a wedding can often bring out the worst in people, with brides turning into bridezillas over the smallest of hiccups, and families falling out over invites and seating charts that are deemed offensive. One woman has revealed her own family drama, which has been caused by an upcoming wedding and an Instagram username. So basically, the new bride or the new sister-in-law, when she marries the brother, has an Instagram with 10,000 followers. 10,000. Oh my God. Huge. And when she gets married, her name is going to change to her new name. But the person, her sister-in-law, has that name. So first and last name as her Instagram name. But she's only got 100 followers. So this bride-to-be told her, well, since I've got 10,000, I want my name to be accurate for my new name, and you can give me your Instagram name as a wedding present. So she told her what her wedding present was going to be. She's taking her Instagram name. So because she said, well, no, I like my Instagram name, my 100 followers, she uninvited her to the wedding. So isn't that nice? You can, when I get married for the 4th time, I'm going to say to my new in-laws, I want your Mercedes that you just bought for a wedding present. Right. I want your house as a wedding present. So yes. So because she's not giving her her Instagram handle, name, whatever. And then she said, well, you can add underscore between the names. No, I want the exact name you have. What do you think about that? Is that the biggest bunch of bull crap?
Garbage. It's like these NFL players, and sorry, I'm gonna go sports.
Oh, buying the numbers.
Sports heavy lately. But it's these NFL players or even NBA, where they change teams and somebody's had a number for so many years, and it's like, I have to literally, there are times that gets worked into the contract. And if the player that has the number does not want to give it up, then it's a ransom where it's like, all right, I'll give you 50 grand, 60 grand, 70 grand. So that's different if you're willing to pay for it. But when you disinvite somebody to the wedding, not
cool. You're strong arming them instead of saying, hey, I'll give you this if you can give me your Instagram name. Instead, it's, I'm going to ban you from your brother's wedding I didn't read about what the brother, I'm assuming the brother is being like, hey, even though he shouldn't, but.
The brother, number one, sounds like a pushover.
Probably.
And number two, is she going to hire security to keep her away from the wedding?
I mean, would you go if you weren't invited? I think I wouldn't go just to make it a point.
No, okay. I would if it was and I don't have one, if it was my sister, yeah, I would still show up. Because now, if it was my wife's cousin, aunt, sister, and we were a band, no, I'm not going to show up. But yeah, if it's somebody that close to you, why would you not show up? What are you going to do?
Because I'm stubborn. I would make it a point to not show up and say, well, you're new. It would start the family off with great harmony, right? Thanksgiving is going to be fun at their place.
So do you think the husband even knew about this?
You know what? A lot of this stuff probably goes on behind the scenes.
Right.
Like they're Facebooking each other. Hey, if you don't give me your Instagram name, I'm going to uninvite you to the wedding. What do you mean uninvite me? And then by the time it's into this big thing like, yeah, your sister's not coming to the wedding. Well, why? Why isn't she coming? Is she mad at us? No, I'm mad at her because I can't have her Instagram name.
Or it's, where the hell is my sister? I can't believe she stood us up. Why is she not? This is the biggest day of my life. I have no idea, honey. I mean,
yeah, right.
It's really, really weird. I don't know.
Yes,
it's right. It's one of those two situations. Just what we said. But
bullshit. Yeah. You know what's funny is these stories don't even surprise me because I've seen worse stuff in my own world between people. And I'm like, you guys are arguing about what? And it's something stupid.
Talking about practice?
Practice.
What are we talking about?
Practice.
Practice?
Practice. Not the games I die for, but practice. Practice. I have that somewhere. No, I have. Oh, there.
What are we talking about? Practice? What are we talking about? Practice?
We are talking about practice.
What are we talking about?
Practice.
Practice?
Practice.
Alan, can you tell us one more time what you were talking about?
Shit.
I couldn't hear.
What are we talking about?
Oh,
practice?
Yes, Practice. Yeah, I don't know. You've heard that he was blasted, right? He came out like 10 years later and said he was drunk off his ass when he did that.
No,
Not that it makes it right.
I didn't.
He was totally trashed. I had
Trash.
that one too somewhere.
Baby in trash.
Totally trash. Caution tape. All right. You got anything before I got my last story? Hey, we're killing 40 minutes.
Hit your story. I want to hear more.
Oh, you want to hear a story?
Yep.
Oh yeah, this one's another I'm not picking on the ladies. These are just the stories that I saw that were like, "What?" Now, this is a quote. This is not me, Haunted Horse, saying this. I'm pregnant with twins, and my ex's girlfriend thinks I should give them to her. So basically, this woman is pregnant with twins. Her and her boyfriend broke up 3 months into the pregnancy. Now he's a fast mover. He's already dating someone else, and she's not able to have children. So she wants this woman with the twins to give the twins to them and let her adopt them. And she's getting all butthurt, and she's starting to do the same thing, like strong-arming, like, he's the dad, we're going to make your life hell if you don't give us your kids. Basically, she says she's treating her like a surrogate. Like, she's carrying these kids for her. She's like, well, you can have more in the future. I can't. So they should be ours. So my first thing is, even if you're an ex and you think your ex is the worst woman in the world, wouldn't this make you pause on the new one? Like, crazy.
Can you imagine having to be around that person for the rest of your life?
Well, you hope they don't get married.
Well,
they're not married yet.
Yeah, they're not. But I'm just saying, like, having to be involved with that person for the rest of your life, allegedly. I mean, if you have kids, regardless of if you're married or not, you still are going to have to be around them. That's nuts. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. You have...
I've seen a lot of... Yes.
You know what? It's up to him. It's not up to her.
Yes. Well, and it's up to the woman that's pregnant with the twins. She wants to keep them, and that's between the courts and her and him. I don't think the court's going to go, new girlfriend lady, we want to take your, into consideration. Oh, you want them? Well, here you go. Sign the adoption papers. Yeah, she sounds crazy.
Take it from somebody that's in court all the time, not for bad reasons. The judge would literally look at the petition from the girlfriend. Done.
Yeah.
There is no precedence, legal standing for her.
Next.
Unless something happened to him. There's no precedence for her to
next
any call. So
so apparently she had a mental breakdown when she found out she wasn't fertile and couldn't have kids, and then she got this idea. This is one of those next step things of like the women. This is going to go a dark turn, but let's just say that there's crimes committed where they steal the woman's kid. They follow a pregnant lady around. I've seen those stories too many times. They're rare, but
Wait,
cuckoo.
Is that what they do in Portland?
They do it everywhere. Portland's got issues. Don't get me wrong. It ain't perfect. Yeah. Hey, we've killed 43 minutes.
Nice. Hey, here's what I was going to say. I think it's actually a BS comment that she can't have kids. You can adopt. If you want to adopt, you can adopt and have children. It's just like anybody in the chat or anybody that watches this, I can't stand people that go spend $3,000, $4,000 on purebred dogs when you can...
I didn't know where you were going on that one, and that one really had me scared. Because I'm like, oh, shit, this is going bad. I thought you were going to say $3,000 or $4,000 on some baby in some third world and smuggle it over.
Oh, no.
That's where I thought you were going.
You Portland minds, man. You guys are a little different.
Uh,
No, but like people that, spend a bunch of money on a purebred dog, and I'm not saying like there's anything wrong with it if it's your dream dog, but there's so many dogs and pounds and, other animals that need a home that are, great animals.
Yeah.
So and I'm not comparing people to animals, but even if you can't physically have a child, you can still
Yep.
have a child. And
Yes.
there's a lot of children out there that do, need a home. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I have no problem with purebred dogs. However, we don't have dogs, we have cats, but we have gone to the actually I bought a purebred Abyssinian because wife number 2 wanted that. And so that was a birthday present. She wanted a purebred, but the 2 that we have now are both shelter rescues. They were adopted. They were actually captured out in the wild from feral moms. They were captured as kittens, and then they were fostered for a year, and then we adopted them. So, they needed a home.
So how many? So you have 2?
2 cats. Yep.
Okay. What are their names?
Callie and Bonnie.
Callie and Bonnie. Why is it Callie and Bonnie?
Callie is she's got 4 colors, which makes her a calico. Even though my traditional calico's got a lot of orange or whatever, she's got gray, little orange here, but more of a gray, white, black cat. Okay. And then Bonnie. So Callie, her foster name was Margaret. Who names a cat Margaret?
Margaret?
Yes, Margaret. That was her foster name, so she wasn't going to stay Margaret.
No.
So, and then Bonnie's foster name was Bobby. And I'm like, Bonnie, Bobby, that's close enough. But Margaret had to be thrown out. Gone. There's no Margaret.
Can you imagine having 2 cats, Margaret and Bobby?
Yeah, Margaret and Bobby. The foster had 6, she was fostering 6 kids. Unfortunately, Bobby, AKA now Bonnie, was her son had to be about 6 or 7. That was his favorite cat. So when we went to pick her up, he was not happy. A lot of tears. And then you feel like the biggest douchebag in the world because that's his favorite. So yeah, I'm like, do you want to say, he's hugging on her and he's bawling his eyes out. I felt like such a fucking dick. Now, not enough to where we left the cat there because she's like, yeah, we got to adopt them all. We can't have 6 cats.
It would have gone somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you do feel like a bag.
Yeah. I feel like a bag now with our situation. We have a very big dog.
Gordo.
Gordo.
You gotta name a dog Gordo. It's gonna be big. It's the kind of
Gordo Ramsey. But yeah, my brother-in-laws, their dogs had puppies, and Gordo was the pick of the litter. We, in my opinion, were not in a spot ready to take on a dog like that because they are so big and they shed so much. They shed more than Rachel's back. And anyways, long story short, I couldn't say no because my wife was pregnant, even though I'm like, this is going to be a problem. But he's a good dog, but he probably keeps us up maybe 2 or 3 hours of the night, every night, just from barking. So
those big dogs have the deep one. The deep barks go through the walls where the little yippers, that treble doesn't travel like a bass.
So he's 8 years old right now, and I know probably everybody's like, shut the hell up, we don't care. He's 8 years old, and still to this day his bark will make me jump at night. It is that deep. Yeah. It is that loud, and it's a good security thing. But if let's say Wells in the 360, if he could fit through my door, which I doubt he could,
no,
but if he came in the house, he would just lick him to death. He wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. So, yeah, if a big crane picked up Wells and then lifted the roof off and dropped him in your house,
right, exactly,
you would lick him. Yeah. Exactly. And Wells would probably lick the dog thinking, you look yummy. Snack, hot dog. All right. We got anything else?
Rhino, where's the silverware? Kidding. Hannibal.
The show's going to get better, people. I'm going to do more production. I've got video skits that we're going to start doing. It'll start. You're going to be able to, by the time we get to episode 100 and you go back, hey, I want to see what episode 1 through 5 looked like. Yeah, you're going to go, whoa, it doesn't resemble anything. Yeah, we're getting the hang of it. There's things we want to do, and it will get more interesting. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. It's going to get much better. It hasn't been bad by any means. Tonight was a little bit slow, but you're not feeling great. You're getting back to normal. We've both been very busy with other projects. So we can't wait for you to come back, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Trust us. We've got some really cool stuff planned. You don't know this. I had a sponsor for tonight, but I couldn't get the video ready. No, you don't know about this sponsor. Is it Mike and Indy?
Dang
it.
It's another show that's going to sponsor our show.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
That's called a teaser. It was going to be ready tonight, but it's hard to film that stuff when you're near the toilet so you don't get sick. So, yeah, or have a barf bowl. Filming that shit with a barf bowl is kind of, you lose a little bit of the, So.
Did you do the Wendy Williams?
Wendy Williams. What's that reference? Sounds familiar. Wendy Williams. Is that the fart one?
Yeah.
She coughs and fart or sneezes and farts? Cough and fart.
Well, it's like a cough and fart, but the puke fart. Have you been around somebody that's ever done the puke fart?
No, I haven't seen the puke fart.
It's brutal. It's one of those moments where you just feel terrible.
You remember where you were when you heard it and saw it.
You'll never forget.
I've done the hold the woman's hair.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's always memorable.
So you're talking about a fart while holding the hair?
No, I've never seen the puke fart.
Okay. All right.
Do I have? There's half of it.
Sorry about that.
So you go. Yeah, I've never had or seen or heard that. No.
I ate some of horse's soup. My bad.
Oh God, dude! I threw out every bowl of that soup that I had frozen. It's. Ugh.
Did the wife eat it?
No, it's my diet soup. I'm on a diet, so I can go on a cruise and not look like a big lardo, a Gordo or a Wells 360.
Yeah,
I gotta lose 20 pounds.
Are you excited? Dude, you don't have 20 to lose, bro. But are you
No,
excited?
I got 20 to lose. I got 20 to lose. The older you get, dude, you'll start eating and you'll be like, all I'm eating is like chicken and salad and I'm getting fat. Yeah, it's called your metabolism slowing down. Just wait.
Exactly.
Wait. I'm old. Ancient. All right. We've hit our 45-minute minimum, and then our maximum is an hour and 5 minutes. So we're in the sweet spot. We can wrap it up. And I didn't read, you didn't get the joke. He hung himself while pleasuring himself, said Drew and Vaz. So I figured no one's watching us still because they fell asleep a long time ago. So there you go, Drew. I read your reply.
All right. Hey, everybody, check out HollywoodRejects.com. You can go there.
Somewhere.
Scrolling right along here. You can go there, find all the shows that the boys are doing. You can find Woodscopes. You can find Haunted Horse Radio. You can find the HD show that happens once a month with Horse. And yeah, check it out. Also check out the Grant Napier show. You can find that if you don't like that on most major streaming platforms. And then also on YouTube, we do a live show 3 days a week. So go check it out. But more importantly, come back to the Waterhole. It'll be a little bit more fun next week.
Yeah, it's a weekly show now, Wednesdays.
Yep,
can you find that Grant stuff with your Twitter handle? Because that's right there. Can you find that stuff? With your Twitter handle. If they went to your Twitter, could they find that Grant stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so there's the Twitter handle that scrolls down below if you want to find that. So
So, and publicly, I want to say Chris has been a huge part of that. And Chris has helped out. Shit, I just said your fucking name.
Who's Chris? Yeah, anyone that goes to my YouTube page knows that I have a first and a last name that's not Haunted Horse. So
Okay.
you're not breaking any rules.
Okay, so Horace has been a huge part of helping Grant, 12, everybody else. So public thanks to him. Been absolutely awesome to everyone. So thank you for that, buddy.
All right. We're going to get out of here in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye, folks.